Hi guys, it's Outshore. How's everyone doing? Good, I hope. Today I'm reviewing another Amouage fragrance. Yes, I know I've reviewed quite a few recently, but I love the house, what can I say? So today I'm reviewing Opus 4, it's part of their library collection. There are 10 in total. I think I've reviewed 1, 3 and 9. So I'm doing 4 now. I skipped 2, I'm not sure why, I don't think it was for me. And you have to be inspired to want to do a review. So this one came out in 2010, and what's really cool about this one in particular is from the 1st of December 2011, or 2010 to 11, Amouage donated 50% of the entire proceeds of the sales of this fragrance worldwide to the HIV and AIDS Foundation in Oman, which I think is amazing. So that's kind of really special. So anyway, there isn't a classification to it. I would call it an Oriental Spicy, and I think it's pretty cool. So before I give you the notes, I will say I'm a reviewer. I read lots of reviews before I try things. It's how I discover things. It's how I figure out what the things that I want to try. And the reviews of this kind of put me off. So I managed to try it anyway, and I have to say this is quite a polarising fragrance. It's a bit of a crowd divider, and before I tell you the notes, the reason for that is this fragrance contains cumin, and for a lot of people out there in the world, cumin can be the note of death. It can be really bad, it can make you smell like sweat, BO, I don't know, curry, whatever you want to say, but I have to disagree with half of the reviews that say this smells like sweat, because it really doesn't. There's tons of other stuff going on. So anyway, what are the notes? So the top notes are coriander oil, lemon, mandarin and grapefruit, I think that's what it said. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it was grapefruit. The heart notes are Elemi. If you don't know what Elemi is, it's a really light resin. It's actually kind of a little bit citrusy. It's pale yellow in colour, and to me it smells a little bit woody, a little bit lemony. It's one of the lighter resins on the scale, and it's really beautiful actually. So you've got that in the heart, then you've got cardamom, cumin, roseberries. How nice is that? Roseberries. Then rose as well, and violet leaves. And then the base notes are Labdanum Absolute. Labdanum, such a gorgeous note, oh my gosh. Got excited about the Labdanum then, didn't I? Anyway, then you've got frankincense, and then you have, it just says Animalic. That could be anything. That could be Hyraceum, it could be Castoreum, it could be Civet. We don't know. I don't think it smells very animalic anyway, so maybe just ignore that. And then musk. So, what does it smell like? So, this is the final few spritzers of this. I have worn this many times, wearing it for the last 2 days as well in the lead up to this review. So, this, oh my gosh, this one is really nice. This one feels to me, first of all, obviously you get the citruses, you have this bright feeling of citruses, but the main thing that sticks out here immediately to me is cardamom. A lot of the reviews say that cumin is this horrible beast that ruins this fragrance, and I have to disagree. I really do, because I don't know, maybe on other people's skin it doesn't work, but on mine, I get so much cardamom out of this at the beginning. It's a citrusy green cardamom. It feels very bright green, it's almost light, and it's got a semi-sweetness that's going on as well. So it's really nice. It's almost refreshing, but still with enough depth that Amouage always have in a lot of their fragrances. It has that kind of Oman, deep Arabian sort of feeling, but this is on the lighter, friendlier side. So that's the first thing that I notice. I also notice from the heart, the main thing that comes out of this is the resins. So you have this really light Elemi, and you have frankincense, and the frankincense in this is the type that has not been smoked yet. This isn't a churchy frankincense incense. This is incense when it's in its raw form, and frankincense actually smells green to me. I've smelled it in its raw form. It has this light, sometimes even lemony, like Elemi, but mainly green resinous feeling, and that's adding to the cardamom completely, and it kind of lifts the whole composition. So don't be too scared of it, is what I'm trying to say. but maybe try it on your skin first. There's something really cute and playful in the core of this fragrance. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the rose, or maybe it's even the rose berries. It doesn't really feel floral, but the core of this feels really easy to manage and really easy to like, and it's almost like a ball of something a little bit sweet and playful, surrounded by spices that are really controlled. The greenness of the spices are coming out. This isn't a spice bowl like pepper or anything that would tickle your nose. It's a lighter, greener, more fragrant and aromatic sort of spice, like coriander and cardamom. They're more aromatic, they're not heavy, they're not too bad. So it feels really nice in that way. I really like that about it. And it's definitely one of the more friendly Amouage fragrances from this line. A lot of them, the black bottle, Opus 1 is quite heavy, Opus 9 is definitely heavy. And there's a couple of masculine ones thrown in there. This one feels completely unisex, but also on the lighter scale. Something else I want to mention about this is it's probably one of the most linear fragrances I've tried from the Opus line. I was wearing Opus 1 the other day and really noticed the change, and Opus 9 is amazing, but this one doesn't really veer off in any determinable direction. The main thing that happens is the spices really level out. It's amazing how they can blend so many of them in such equal parts. Although it starts with more cardamom, you do start to feel some of the other things come through, and I can feel the cumin, but to me it's a super well behaved cumin. Really, really well behaved. I have smelled other fragrances that the cumin has gone horribly bad, but with this one, and as Amouage usually do, they've managed to tame it and make it feel really wearable and nice, so thumbs up from me. So what happens in the dry down is the character of the whole thing remains the same. It still remains kind of bright, kind of sweet, kind of green, and kind of resinous at the same time. Those are the four main points that I can smell in this. But what happens when it dries is nothing else gets revealed. There are no surprises in here. But what happens is everything just gets a little bit softer and more rounded edges, and it actually turns a lot sweeter when it's dry. And I don't know what it is that does that. It's possibly the rose, because rose can be very sweet and usually is quite sweet, but it's almost like the rose doesn't reveal itself as a rose, but it makes the fragrance a bit more rounded and sweet at the bottom. So yeah. So you're left with this gorgeous green, sweet from rose but not rosy, and a lovely kind of frankincense, Elemi, resinous thing, and I think it's a winner. Really good. This would be a good first try if you wanted to try the Opus line. Maybe number 10 as well, which I haven't reviewed yet, and maybe number 3, but that's more violet-y. This is cool, I like it. Anyway, that's what I'm going to say about it. The longevity on this one isn't anywhere near as massive as Opus 9 or Opus 1 on me. It's probably about, at full pelt, 4 hours, and then it's just whispers of sweet greenness and cardamom yumminess for about another 3 or 4. But as I always say, try it on your skin first. You just never know how it's going to behave. Anyway, if you guys want to get this fragrance, head on over to natino.co.uk. I'll post a link below. I'm out from my logo down there to subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon for another video. Goodbye.